I'm on a quest to beat The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom 100% without using fast travel. Here's what you need to know. After gearing up in Rito Village, we're reintroduced to Teba and Tulin. They have a bit of a father-son argument, which results in Tulin storming off. Needing his help for the upcoming ordeal, we're sent spelunking through caves to track him down. I love running around breaking these puddles by jumping on them. I also love the little ice particles that fly out. You know, I've always, understood that Link runs... I keep messing up the button for some reason. I've always understood that Link runs slower in snow. But for some reason, it wasn't until, right now that I actually bothered to notice that his legs are actually sinking deeper. What's interesting, though, is, as far as I can tell, the snow-covered grass that appears on the... Or, the white grass that appears in the snow is about as tall as the grass that appears on, non-snowy parts of the ground. Which, I guess, probably is why I never noticed Link's feet sinking in, because I was like, well, there obviously can't be deep snow. The grass is just as tall. But, no, it's... I don't know why that felt like a detail that they wouldn't do. I don't know, sometimes the human brain is silly. Anyways, dude, what are you doing out here? At least a scarf. I can't judge on the no sleeves thing, but also I have winter pants. Alright, and we know the drill. Money, food, third thing. You know, it wasn't until getting that food item that I realized the effectiveness of the ice fruit on the cooking mechanics. Because, I've always thought about, the warm weather and cold weather and stormy weather damage up things were, things I noticed were oh, cool, that's cool that that's a thing that we can do. But it didn't click until now that in Breath of the Wild, not an issue, but there was, the cooking cold-resistant food became unnecessary as soon as you were able to get even one piece of warm clothing, which meant that, it was really just efficient to cook healing items more than effect items. But adding the cold weather cooking effect makes it so there's actually a reason to cook even if you have gear that'll protect you from the cold. Are you the person I'm supposed to talk to for, Tulin? Okay, so he basically talked about, Tulin having good abilities for flying. Also, it occurred to me, I'm not sure how valid not even a criticism, but an observation this is. So the Rito don't need the ladders. In fact, I don't think that their hands could fit the rungs of these ladders, which means they're made for non-Rito. Goron wouldn't be coming up here, nor would the Gerudo, I think, which leaves only Hylians, but did the Hylians just build this? And the Rito were like, alright, cool, I guess that's here now. I mean, I suppose that the relations between different species in the Zelda universe is fine enough that that's probably not a big deal at all. The more I talk about it, the more I realize that is a weird observation for me to make. You're kidding. You're kidding. Oh, never mind. That was actually cool as heck. Unbelievable that these huge things are raining down on us. What is happening up there in the skies? Oh, oops, I hadn't expected to meet a Hylian here. What are you doing in the mountains in this weather? Don't you see how cold it's gotten? Our feathers keep out the worst of it, but I'm not sure how you could stand the blizzard. If you go farther up this slope, you'll see the Heber South Summit Cave. My friends are there gathering provisions. There are glowing mushrooms and fish to be had, which come in handy. They keep a bonfire stoked at the cave entrance to mark their location. If cold gets too much for you, find that bonfire and warm yourself up in that cave. And this was, yeah, that's the way to the tower. I don't know why I decided to keep the ruby on this. I mean, it's been useful, but I feel like it's a waste of a boomerang, you know? I don't have to burn all of these, and I'm wasting durability. I shouldn't be doing that. A cave-in? You've got to be kidding me. How am I supposed to get in now? What's wrong? Well, take a gander for yourself. Ah, gander. It's a bird. I was hauling food out here when the entrance collapsed. Now what do I do? Should have picked some bomb flowers from the other caves. Could use them to blow these rocks away. What foul luck. I had to leave all that food behind, but maybe I just need to call it today a wash and come back tomorrow. Consider the following.
Drill!
Whee! Okay, is that clear enough for you to get in there? Hey, those rocks didn't know what hit them. You're amazing. Now I can bring some supplies back to the village. Thank you so much. Oh, right, I need to reward you somehow, don't I? Here, take this. Consider it a token of my gratitude. Alright, I'm going to go check if the food is still good. Thank you for opening the path for me. 20 rupees? These pants cost 1,000 rupees. Considering how expensive real-life pants can be, winter pants, I'm gonna say that 1,000 rupees is about $50 in the real world. You know, I'm gonna round to around there. So 20 rupees. I just cleared a cave-in for you, and you give me 10 bucks? Thanks for hoping to keep our. Wait, not even 10 bucks. Hold on, 1,000 rupees being worth 50. I messed with the conversion. I swear I'm good at math. You know what? Thinking about it, the price of those pants could be higher due to the fact that they are, like, specific, maybe handcrafted, and they have special Rito designs. So maybe I'm lowballing the price by going like $50, because like I'm thinking about like getting winter pants from like a convenience store, or not a convenience store, like a department store or something. Not like, yeah, no, you know what, my bad. You know what, 20 rupees is probably alright, and I'm overreacting. Where's Tulin? Also, I'm in a cave, and you know what that means? Yeah. Thank you for the gems. What's funny is sometimes I'm editing these videos, and I notice that, like, I'm either not talking much or not saying something substantial, and so, like, I'm cutting around a lot, trying to find something more interesting to point out or whatever, or something more interesting to cut to. And I'm thinking to myself, man, I need to get better at, like, just keeping a stream of consciousness going. And I realized that I just talked about rupee conversion rate for probably way longer than anyone wanted me to. But it's my channel, I get to choose the conversational topics. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do something more YouTuber-y than I think I've ever done. In the comments, based off of Zelda games that you've played, what do you think the conversion rate would be rupees to your country's currency? Because I was gonna say US dollars. I know for sure one of my viewers and my good friends does not live in America. So US dollars would be a weird conversion. What do I mean one of my friends? Many of my friends. I'm at the point where most of my friends live out of... Most of my friends live in a different country. Wild. Wild, but cool. Yeah, if you live in America, or anywhere that uses US dollars, I guess that would be... I'm floundering. I'm struggling hard today. Help me. Help me. Based on the Zelda games that you've played, what do you think the conversion rate for rupees would be to your country's currency? That is the first time I've ever parried an arrow. I don't think y'all are prepared for the ego I have now. Okay, well... I would like my... Rude. Oh, when did you get down here? Oh my god. I can't believe Nintendo made the most annoying enemy they've ever made. I know I just got these ice key eyeballs. No, actually, electric. This guy needs to be disarmed and fast. Holy crap. Get back here. I wonder if attaching like if I attach an ice key swing to the feathered edge, does it get rid of... Oh, it keeps both effects. Interesting. So why couldn't the goddamn Eightfold Blade do that? The Eightfold Blade would replace the wind slashing effect with whatever elemental effect was attached to it. Maybe I was attaching things that, like... Maybe I was attaching, gems, if I'm remembering right. Maybe I attached gems instead of monster parts. But still, I'm gonna be salty about that. Oh, is that the cave they were talking about? Let's further up this way. This is on the way, though. I was about to go further up, and I was like, no, I need to stick... One thing, the thing that is going to make this series doable, if tedious at times, is stopping by everything I see on the way, not just beelining it to where I think the story is. Or where I know the story is, because I've played this before. If you're looking for Tulin, he and Gassan went deep into the cave to scavenge for food. It's a long way to where they are, though, and I can't exactly go with you. The moment I take my eyes off our stuff, I just know some monster's gonna come along and snatch it. If you're going in to find Tulin, watch out for the creature that hops around on the walls in there. I don't think it'll hurt you if you stay away from it, but you never know. Thank you for the advice. Whee! Did I get hurt by my own fireball? Interestingly, no. Every time I see a rock on the ground. I know that most of the rocks on the ground are just for you to create hammers. Okay. My brain goes, is there a Korok under here? Oh! I thought that was going to be a puddle. It appears I was mistaken. You know, this place is cool. I like it. Falling down here is exactly why you don't jump on ice lakes. As if anyone at home was considering doing exactly that. Remember, kids, never jump on ice. Wow, thank you, hamster. Blue hamster? I don't know what my Saturday morning cartoon character name would be. I guess Max is a pretty 90s protagonist name. If was a Goofy movie in the 90s? Or was it the 80s? No, it was definitely the 90s. No! Okay. I'm over it now. What? Oh, hi! Oh. Didn't even need to jump down onto his corpse. I wonder what they want me to do here. Was there... Okay, real quick, I want to check to see if there was a path down here. No, okay. Just wanted to make sure, didn't want to leave anything behind. Seems like a pretty linear cave, I think? You know, it's nice to have more food items. Lizard. Oh, its body doesn't float? Damn. I'm just demolishing the ecosystem of this cave. I'll leave those fish, because if Dundameshi has taught me anything, it's to preserve the ecosystem of whatever location you are surviving in. Senshi would be proud of me, I think. I'd like to think he'd give me a pat on the head. Where the heck is that nut? There it is. That's a pine cone, not a nut. Whee! Not really much that needs to be said there, just... You're dead. Yo! What are we gonna do with that boy? It's just like him to fly off on his own and leave all the food we collected behind. Oh. Well, I'll be. There's a Hylian doing all the way up here in such a fierce blizzard. You're here to talk to Tulin, eh? You just missed him, unfortunately. Our task was to scavenge food in this area, but we just saw a flock of monsters fly past the outside cave. The same ones that have been sighted around the village lately, in fact. I told the others we should return right away to report them, but Tulin clearly wasn't listening at all. They said, I'm going to follow these back to their nest, and flew off alone before I could protest. But apologies for the Tulin impression. The bit took over me. If you leave the cave and head north, you could spot a lone cedar tree on Talento Peak. That's where we saw the monsters. No doubt Tulin followed them there. I know he thinks he's unbeatable, but he really shouldn't be taking these chances. What are you? Alright, I will help you in a bit, dude. I know what it wants me to. It wants me to weigh this part down with the snowballs. I will help you in a bit. I just gotta return into the cave. Because I missed a bubble frog. Definitely up there. Right. So, I feel like there has to be an entrance up there. Because there's a vine sticking out that... No? Huh. What is the point of this clearly standable ledge, then? Oh, other path. I would like to thank you. Ow. You didn't see me miss that. You didn't see that. You didn't see that. Trust. Okay. Now I can head towards the main quest. As always, I cut those ascensions down so y'all don't have to sit there while we just wait. But sometimes they're just really long, undeniably faster than walking to the exit of the cave, but also, goddamn, Ascension is such a smart addition to this game. Oh, wait, I almost forgot. You. Ascension is a really smart... Ascension is a really smart addition to this game, both from a game design, like, puzzle-making perspective, but also, like... Oh, were they getting disconnected because one of them was growing in size from moving along the ground? Money, food, third thing. Anyways, the addition of Ascension is really smart. Like, obviously people have realized this, but just, like, both from the ability to create puzzles, as well as being able to add so many caves everywhere. Because the second you don't want to be in one, you can be out and go back to exploring the rest of the world. You don't... Even when adding in more traditional Zelda things like caves, they figured out a way to do it in a way that feels cohesive with the rest of the philosophies of these games, of being able to go where you want, when you want. That was so goddamn slick. I think I'm gonna have to make the thumbnail another boomerang one. It's so weird because I barely used them in my first playthrough, but I think boomerangs are by far the coolest weapon in this game, which is extra funny because they were kind of useless in Breath of the Wild. That didn't hit any of you? My boomerang. Okay. Yeah, get out of here. Off the edge with you. I don't care if I don't get the boss bokoblin horn. That is too funny. I feel like that should have more reach. There we go. There was another one that had like a bunch of items in its pack. Ah, they were just mushrooms. Okay, let's see. Does this get bigger as I move it around in the snow? It does. Holy. Something about having a snowball shield is just funny to me. Especially because it's about to break. Okay. Toon was by a tree? Yeah, no, I got it. I'm thinking with portals now. Every time I see that there's a rock and I can pick it up, I'm gonna do that. I cannot be stopped. Oh, it's an enemy. Interesting. With an icicle spear. Interesting. Hello, be grateful for your savior. Thankfully, the snow was here to soften my fall. For being ungrateful, I bestow upon you the gift of fire. That's what you get. A lone cedar tree at the top of this mountain. I'm assuming is going to be the brown spot on the minimap. Yep, there it is. Yo, Tulin. Just checking to see if there's anything cool around here. I mean, other than you, because you're cool. That was lame. Stupid monster! What? Link, where did you come from? What happened? Oh, you see, that rotten monster took my good bow. See? That's the bow napper. I've got to get it back. Help me out, Link? Sure. Really? Thanks! Did you know I could blow a strong gust of wind anywhere I feel like? I'll do it for you too. That way you could glide over to where the monster went. Just tell me where to point that gust and I'll make it for you. There we go. Who needs Keese eyeballs? There we go. Hey, big time, Link. Without you, my bow might have been lost for good. Uh-oh. There's more of them. Alright, they're not gonna make a fool out of me twice. Let's go get them together. Time for Old Reliable. Boomerang, why did my boomerang go the wrong way? Why did my boomerang veer so far right? Die! Alrighty. We did it! Hey, look! I think this might have been a hideout for those monsters. Hmm? Was that the wind? It couldn't have been. There's no way. Must have been something else. Hey! Tulin! Link! Huh? Oh! That was some impressive teamwork, you two. Ah, you saw that, Hearth? Talk about embarrassing. I didn't listen when Gassan tried to stop me. I thought I could handle it. But I ended up losing my favorite bow to those stupid things. I thought I was fully fledged, but there's probably no way I could have gotten it back on my own. I bet you now see why we were treating you like a small chick. Yeah, you're right. It really is important to work as a flock. I think I finally get what Dad has been trying to tell me all this time. Is that all there is to the story? It seems unlike you to let your bow be taken, Tulin. Oh, yeah, funny story about that. There was this whole thing about Princess Zelda. I spotted her getting attacked by that monster. It was such a surprise that I dropped my guard and it stole my bow. But I guess she was fine, because then she zoomed up above that cloud. What? Princess Zelda flew above the cloud? How could that be? Seems like a stretch, but we're not going to get to the bottom of it sitting around here. Tulin, Link... Yeah, Tulin, Link came here looking for Princess Zelda. You should go with him and investigate the cloud you saw You should go with him and investigate the cloud you say the princess soared into. Huh? But I thought I wasn't allowed. I got a report before coming here. We think it's likely that the blizzard is coming from inside that cloud after all. I want to see for myself as soon as I can, but the strong winds make any approach from the sides impossible. The only way through is through the top, but there's not a Rito alive capable of crossing the stormy sky and making it all the way there. Well, except for one. I'm talking about you, Tulin. Only you have the skill and training to create gusts at will. Tulin will be the finest Rito warrior of all once he understands the value of working with his allies. You know who said that to me? Your old dad, Teba. Dad said that? Yep. And I'll make sure he knows what you accomplish here today. Now it's time you go with Link to find Princess Zelda and whatever's causing this blizzard. No problem. The two of us together have got this. I saw Princess Zelda up on the Sky Islands near Heap Creek. Let's check there first. Link, Tulin, we're counting on you. Alright. So now I've just got to make my way all the way up there. Let's go.